Hiking boots. Leo, Jamie, and Dylan arrange them side by size. Ugly, says Aaliyah. Heavy, too. Deshaun doesn't say anything. He isn't happy leaving his headphones in the cabin. Me, Jay, and Nessa sit on the ground, struggling with the rigid boots. Kelvin and Aaliyah, standing. He isn't happy leaving his headphones in the cabin. Me, Jay, and Nessa sit on the ground, struggling with the rigid boots. Kelvin and Aaliyah. Hiking boots. Leo, Jamie, and Dylan arrange them side by size. Ugly, says Aaliyah. Heavy, too. Deshaun doesn't say anything. He isn't happy leaving his headphones in the cabin. Me, Jay, and Nessa sit on the ground, struggling with the rigid boots. Kelvin and Aaliyah, standing. Keep trying to shove their toes inside like the boots are slippers. Amazing, Deshaun, crouching, balancing his right foot on his knee. Slips his boot on just fine. Side mesh, says Jamie, makes the boots breathable. Breathable? They're alive. Jay cackles as if the boots were Frankenstein. Dylan scowls. Not funny. Circulating air keeps your feet dry. Leo flips a boot. The rubber sole helps you grip the terrain. Why's the toe and heel so hard? Asks Nessa. So you don't stub your toe against rocks? Asks Jay. Right. And the heel helps stabilize your foot. But the best part is your pack. Leo passes out backpacks with a side pocket holding a metal water bottle. Inside, some jerky-nasty, pipes Deshaun, scrunching his nose. Dried beef. Jamie tosses a protein bar. You might like this better. Why snacks? Asks Nessa. We're just going for a walk. A hike, insists Leo. Nessa shrugs. What's the difference? A walk might be 20-30 minutes. A hike can take hours. I love every minute. Loved it ever since me and Leo hiked the lookout. We've fallen into line. Jamie leading, me behind her. Trailing me are Jay, Kelvin, Aaliyah, Nessa, and Deshaun. Dylan's in the rear. Nobody talks, just moves feet sliding, shuffling, stomping. Kelvin pants, Aaliyah puffs. I can't hear Deshaun's or Nessa's breathing. But I suspect they're struggling a bit, too. Me and Jay are solid breathing deep, but not harsh or rushed. The pack makes me stand straighter, shoulders down, pulled back. I mirror Jamie, arms loose, knees bent slightly, planting your boots solid. Going downhill, she shortens her step, keeps centered, not leaning forward. Hiking is an art. I'm not escaping, instead, I'm following a new trail. Following the rhythm and sound of boots. I wish Leo and Ryder were here. But they stayed behind. I smile, remembering Ryder hopping on his hind legs, his front paws clawing the air, and Leo, hands on hips, nodding, encouraging me. All of us. Where does our hike end? Asks Jay. Oasis Circle, Jamie answers. My eyes scan the scenery, never-ending trees, massive boulders, fallen logs. A soft cushion of ground cover except where it's been worn away by boots. Keep on the trail, Jamie warns. Limit our impact on the forest. If we stray, will there be fewer birds singing? Or more? Fewer smells of bright, alive green and decomposing wood? Or more? Jamie stops, stoops, waves for us to close in. See these holes? Everyone except Deshaun stares. Kelvin and Aaliyah take off their glasses. I realize they're both nearsighted. A rabbit warren. Underground are passageways and burrows. My mind maps. I blink, imagining complex tunnels and above, see the holes in that tree trunk, asks Dylan. Woodpeckers. We all look up. There's a nest inside the hole. Jay exclaims, branches create a roof. It's true. Branches crisscross, making it hard to see sky. Great observation, Jay, mutters Dylan. I frown. I sense Dylan's mocking Jay. Why? They're fighting for the light, says Jamie. Makes the forest cool, answers Nessa. I like it. Still, there's a struggle, argues Jay. Nature, like people, fights to survive. I never thought about it before. Nature, you know, is just there. Jamie nods. Let's keep moving. We hike on our steps loud, uneven. Even though it's cooler in the forest, it's still hot. Sweat bubbles on Deshawn's face, streams down Calvin's neck. Aaliyah's varsity jacket is tied to her pack. Jay's right. But Leo taught me forests struggle mostly because of people. Doesn't seem fair. When did a forest hurt anybody? Glittering light, like diamonds, peeks through branches, dark and green leaves. I want to go back, complains Deshawn. My feet hurt. You speak, Jamie answers, teasing. This is stupid. I get it. Nature. We don't have to stay out all day. This is the adventure, quips Jay. If you're not down with it, why'd you come? Deshawn's face is grim. 1 more mile, adds Dylan. Once we reach Oasis Circle, we can head back. Back? What did you think, Deshawn? Jay asks, exasperated. I'm dead tired. Addie's been tearing it up. You can't keep up with a girl? Yeah, sasses Nessa. Girls are just as good as guys. Better, hollers Aaliyah. Right? Kelvin nods. Addie, you've been getting down. Representing city kids great. We should at least try to be as good as you. Jay means well, but now Deshawn is upset with me. Okay, let's break, orders Dylan. Hiking isn't arguing. Eat, rest. We'll all feel better, says Jamie. Me, Jay, Nessa, Kelvin, and Aaliyah sit on the ground, making a circle. We dump our snacks in the center and everyone picks what they like best. Trail mix, raisins. Really, Jay? Jerky? Always wanted to try it. Feel like a caveman, he grunts, as his teeth rip the bag. Kelvin picks up the package. Smoked. Nasty stuff. Jay shrugs. Tastes good to me. Not eating, Deshawn sits apart, his shoulders rounded. I can tell he really is tired. Nessa taps my knee. You're good at hiking. I like it. Me too, mumbles Jay, still chewing. We all smile. Except Deshawn. Jay's strong. He likes being capable, athletic. If we were in trouble, he'd be a good person to count on. Deshawn is more closed off. Music comforts him, but even though he's bigger than Jay, bigger than all of us, he's weak, out of shape. Pushing his glasses back on the bridge of his nose, Kelvin says, nature's amazing. It's better than a park. Way better than my apartment building surrounded by gravel and weeds. Way better. Aaliyah mimics him, sliding her glasses over her nose. Aaliyah, you got a boyfriend? Nessa blurts. Aaliyah blushes. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. You're always wearing or carrying that varsity jacket. I thought I'm Aaliyah's new best friend, laughs Calvin. Friends are better than a boyfriend, girlfriend. So a guy gives you his varsity jacket. How many good-looking guys wear glasses? Understand not seeing distance well? Kelvin's palm shades his eyes, he juts his head, pretending to see far, far away. It's a tree. Yes, definitely a tree. Right, Aaliyah? Right, she giggles, her index finger pushing her glasses higher. Kelvin and Aaliyah smile. Like twins. Or brother and sister. Similar on the inside, not the outside. Addie, you're not even sweating, says Jay. What's your secret? Since when do I give advice? I watch Jamie, I say, standing, demonstrating. Keep your body upright, tight. Everything else loose. Do you always pay close attention to everything? Asks Jay. Surroundings? People? Feeling shy, I duck my head. I do pay attention. That's why I'm going to follow Addie, proclaims Nessa. She pays attention, draws maps. If there's trouble, I'm following her. Nessa means it. I can't help feeling a little bit proud. Let's go. Trash in your backpack. Leave only footprints, exclaims Jamie. We all clean up, except Deshawn. Staring, Jay stands in front of him. Again, hollers Nessa. Squaring off. So stupid. Jamie and Dylan are trying to hide they're watching us. Usually I'm the only one out of place. Here, everyone is. I speak up. Deshawn, what kind of music do you like? Rap, Randy B. He grins, looking almost handsome dash and salsa. You dance? Asks Nessa. Deshawn shakes his head. Gonna change that. Tonight, insists Nessa, moving her hips and feet, stepping forward and back. Smiling, Deshawn picks up his trash. Let's go, calls Jamie. Dylan will lead now. I'll bring up the rear. Okay, squeals Nessa, having fun, doing a combination hike dance up the hill. We all fall into a straight line again. I'm behind happy Nessa. Jay's right behind me. I notice he's bending his knees, keeping his arms loose. Kelvin, Aaliyah, and Deshawn follow. It's only another mile, insists Dylan. You can make it. 10 minutes later, Kelvin is breathing heavily. Too heavily. We all hear him. I poke Jay. We both see Aaliyah, angry, encouraging, whispering, giving Kelvin water. Jay shrugs. The mile is hard, not because it's long but because the ground is hard. Cracked dry. We all step unevenly over shriveled branches, fallen logs. Shade isn't enough. Everybody's sweating now. Nessa trudges like the rest of us. Kelvin's breath is more even. We're here. Here. Jamie echoes Dylan. Here? Oasis Circle? Asks Kelvin. No one answers. We don't have to. So beautiful, we probably wouldn't have minded hiking another 5 miles. Oasis Circle is a clearing, a nearly perfect circle of green ground cover and trees rising at least 60 feet, protecting it. But the trees don't make a canopy, rather, the sky is open and sun shines like God's or an angel's light. It's like a church, says Kelvin. Awestruck. Jay steps close behind me, murmuring, I've never felt so safe. I understand. Us 6 kids and Jamie and Dylan all fit comfortably inside the circle. Everyone's face is upraised toward the sun. Even Deshawn is awestruck. I think the hike has brought us closer together. Look, shouts Jay. An eagle, light behind its wings, is circling above. It glides around and around 3 times then soars high like it's going to burst the sun. That was weird, says Nessa. That was Grace, BB would say. I can imagine Leo nodding, adding, a wilderness spirit. Funny yet cool, I think my grandmother and Leo could be friends. Dinner time, we all shovel food. Grilled fish with rice. Headless, cut in half. Salt and pepper. Parsley and lemon on the side. Jay swallows, mutters, best thing I ever ate. Our table is long wood, a fancy picnic table. Aaliyah reaches for another helping of rice. None of us has eaten trout. Wish it was blackened catfish, says Nessa, still chowing down. Deshawn groans. He's too tired to share music. or even dance. Blisters on my feet, he complains. Unbelievable. Man, put your foot down. Kelvin slaps his toe. You stink. Deshaun grumbles, but he lowers his foot. Squeezes lemon on his fish. Behind me, at their own table, are Jamie and Dylan. Both wear jeans and plaid shirts. They're both thin but strong. Outdoor strong. Not like weightlifters in the Bronx. They're chattering about dreams. I want to be an environmental engineer. Or else a climatologist. Where do you go to school? Asks Dylan. UC Davis. I'm Santa Cruz. Tuition's expensive. Tell me about it. This job is so much better than cashiering in the grocery store. Last summer, I worked changing tires. I was inside every day, smelling rubber all the time and tightening lug nuts. I graduate next year. I'm going to apply to be a park ranger. I only took this job because I want Leo's recommendation. People say he's got sway with the Park Service. Engineers build. An environmental engineer? Not sure what they do. Or a climatologist either. What does either do, exactly? Park ranger sounds strange. Zion, a guy at school, has a brother who's an army ranger. He says they're the best soldiers in the world. Do park rangers lead the way, too? I've never heard of these jobs. Never knew references were needed for a job. Thought you just filled out an application. Now I know why Dylan, though he tries to hide it, isn't always thrilled to be with us. Is it because we're city kids? Black kids? Or just kids? Jamie's nice. I might like her college. UC Davis. I'll find it on a map. Heard you all did good. At the head of the table, Leo's smiling, proud like we're all his kids. Not easy to hike 5 miles. Exhausting, says Aaliyah. But fun, Jay crows. Great, says Leo, patting his shoulder. You'll be doing 20 miles in no time. Deshaun chokes, spitting out green beans. Jay, Kelvin, and Nessa laugh. Gross, says Aaliyah, nose crinkling. She covers the half-chewed green beans with a napkin. 20 miles. My mind starts mapping the distance. Today it took almost 4 hours. How long for 20? Longer than a day. I think I can do it. No, I want to do it. I can do it. Hike 20 miles. Maybe more. Wow. 20 miles a day, I'd have to hike much faster. How fast? How many miles can I go? 2.